There's a trick being played on Africans and those of us who identify as black. You see, the trick is very cunning, and it all amounts to just one thing. Oh, hi, I'm Sanjata. I'm the founder of a brand new organization called Warrior for Power. Our aim is to bring about the total, radical transformation of the lives of African people on planet Earth. In this century, the 21st century. Now, if you are a conscious brother, and if you are a brother who is fed up of living under white domination, then join Warrior for Power today. Go to patreon.com/Warrior for Power. You see, white power is very cunning. After their illegal and immoral control of our bodies, they then turned to controlling our thoughts and our actions. So we could never break free from their chains. We were to be always tied to the white man. Ask yourself, truly ask yourself, what has the white man's paper money, the white man's paper currency got to do with you? What has his stock exchange got to do with you? Which was built and expanded by the exploitation of our families. Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. How has the likes of Dr. Boyce Watkins been able to convince you and others that the white man's money is the only game in town? You see, would you believe in the white man's magic if it was the white man telling you that his magic is the best magic around? You see, people like Dr. Boyce Watkins is put forward. It's put forward to you to tell you that there is no alternative to white power. Or how has Tariq Nasheed been able to convince you and others that our families gave their lives willingly to become foundational black Americans? Now, if a white man like Joe Biden told you that your ancestors willingly gave up their lives so so they can become foundational Black Americans. You wouldn't believe it. So why believe an opportunist like Tariq Nasheed? Why? You see, what they're trying to tell you is that there is no alternative to white power. That's what they're trying to tell you. There is no alternative to white power. At this point, you are screaming at the screen, saying, have you not heard the phrase, when in Rome, do as the Romans do? Yes, I have heard that phrase. But if I was to tell you, or if I was to ask you, just do a little thinking, and you will see that this phrase does not hold up to inspection. Why? Well, there has been white people in Southern Africa since 1652. Do you think that the majority of white people, which is probably between 4 or 5 million in Southern Africa, do you think that they know any of the local languages? Do you think that they follow any of the local customs? Do you think that they share local African spirituality? No. They have nothing to do with the Africans, except have them as maids and gardeners and drivers and people they can exploit. Or let's go closer to home. If you're in the Caribbean or in the Americas, do you think that white people in the Caribbean or the Americas actually adopt any indigenous languages, cultures, beliefs? No, they don't. See, it's all a joke. We also have people like Kevin Samuels, who is pushing the white man's patriarchal culture night and day. He's gaslighting our sisters to say that the only option they have is to embrace the white man's patriarchal system. Night and day, he's telling them there is no alternative to the white man. You see, let's talk reality. Let's talk about rawality. Let's talk about rawality. We are stolen people on stolen land. Or in the case of us who live in Europe, we are stolen people on the devil's land. That's who we are. We have no claims to these lands. We have none at all. Let's get real. Just check out any of his videos. He argues that the modern woman is too selfish, she don't know what she wants it all. And he often says to sisters, right, who are as dark as me or darker, he says to them, Just think back of your grandparents' time. What were they doing in terms of their relationships? And he says, one time, you can see on his videos, he goes, think back 300 years, where women just had to put up with what they could get. He's gaslighting the sisters. 300 years ago, so we're now 2021, go back 300 years, it's 1721. What were we doing in 1721? Sisters and brothers in the so-called New World, what were we doing? We were enslaved. We had no standing. We had no legitimacy over our own bodies. We could be exploited or killed. And he's saying to sisters, go back 300 years and, you know, how were we functioning? We were enslaved. My brother, we were enslaved. That's what we were doing 300 years ago. But yet still, sisters can't seem to understand that Kevin Samuels should be called Kevin White Man Samuels. He's a white man in black skin, pushed by the algorithm to ensure that we are gaslit 24/7. It's a joke, Aya. You see, they are picked as radical alternative voices within the African or black community. That's how they pick. People are trying to say that they have a radical voice. No, they do not have a radical voice. What they are doing is that they are pushing more of the whiteness onto us. That is what they are doing. They are calling on their African or black followers to repeat after them. Please make me white. Please make me white. Pretty please, make me white.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.